Okay, good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good
Now it is
morning.
good, right?
Yeah, now it's fine.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. So, last class, what we talk about in the last class? Email gateway, right? We understand how
Yes,
email
sir.
help us, right, to filter out the email traffic, to secure our network from the email based attack, right? Spam email, phishing email. You understand what is spam email, phishing email, spoofed email? Yes or no? You know what is spam emails, phishing emails, spoofed emails, email spoofing? So now, yesterday at the end of the class, we talk about it's very important, right? That's very possible that sometime you access a website, that website itself is a malware website. Yes or no? Maybe user click a link, which is a phishing link, from where you end up downloading some malwares. Or sometime you access a legitimate website, but website is vulnerable, might be website is infected or attacked with cross-site scripting attack, and you might be redirected with some third-party attacker website. And from there, you might ended up downloading some malwares. Yes or no? So, even though emails, we already have email security appliance, that means email gateway, USB we have already blocked. But through web also, there are chances of compromise of your system. That means we need some security control to secure our network from web-based attack. Means we have some device, some controls, so that we can monitor that our user should not be accessing any malicious sites, or whenever user click any malicious link, those links should be blocked. Yes or no? So in this case, we have to introduce another security control that we call as
Proxy.
what we call as proxy, right? That we call as proxy. That device we call as proxy. So let me quickly draw a diagram again. So here you have firewall, right? Email gateway and everything I'm not drawing here right now, right? So inline to network, you may have proxy somewhere. Proxy. Now proxy is a web filtering device. Web filtering device, that means it is used mainly to filter the URLs. That's the reason proxy is also called as web filtering, content filtering, or URL filtering device. Get it, mind? The name is proxy or URL filtering. You understand why we call it URL filtering? Right? Content filtering or web filtering. Web means website, right? Got it, point? Either you call as proxy, main name is proxy. We call as URL filter because filter out the URL after all. After all, it filter out the URLs. What URLs you access, it filter out. Content filtering, URL is a kind of content only. Web filtering, it's a website, it filter out. The proxy is also called as URL filtering, content filtering, or web filtering. Mainly, your proxy device intercept the packet on port number
443.
and
80.
80.
so port number 80 and
443 and
website you access on which port number?
80.
80.
Mainly proxy main used to filter out the URLs, right? And URLs mostly on the public domain works on port number 80 and 443. However, in other cases, you may use proxy for some other ports also, but mainly for content filtering or URL filtering perspective, proxy should be used on port number 443 or 83, right? That means it will intercept the traffic whenever any connection is going on port number 80 or 443. Yes or no? That means anybody access any URL, connection will go through the proxy. All other communication on other port number will be bypassing the proxy and directly going to the firewall. Get my point? And you also have the option, if you, for example, you are accessing the URL, for example, using proxy, you can do like this, go to the proxy, and proxy may be having direct internet connection using router direct internet without firewall. Maybe through proxy, bypassing the firewall and going to the internet. Because proxy is a kind of firewall only for URLs. Get in mind? Because proxy is already filtering the URLs, right? You might bypass the firewall and directly go to the internet. It is already having the public IP address, right? Or might be possible that proxy, then firewall, then this one. You have option. It depends, right? So you have the option that all other traffic apart from 80 and 443, it will go like this, bypass and firewall. While 80 and 443, it will go through the proxy and then direct. Get it? See, bypassing, not bypassing, it is not physically, it is virtually. I am deploying proxy here does not mean that everything will go through like this. It's a virtual separation. Understand? Yes or no? Virtually. So what happens is, whenever, for example, in your company, right? In your company, if your traffic is going through proxy, in your browser, if you go on the lens setting, where we configure public IP, right? There's an option to configure proxy. If your internet browser website that you access, if you want to allow through proxy, there's an option to configure proxy settings. So you want to check whether your traffic is going through proxy or not. I can see the proxy setting on my browser. Go on the lens settings and you can see it here on the lens setting and configuration of the system. Get it mind? Browser also you can open the lens setting. Or you go on the Ethernet property and go on the lens setting. Get it mind? There you can open and you can see the proxy setting. So we have to configure a system to allow it through proxy. If I do not tell my system to go through the proxy, my system will not come to know the traffic I'm accessing the website, it has to go through the proxy. I have to tell the system. So whenever I deploy in the company, we have to configure proxy setting on each and every system. Get it? Otherwise, how our system will come to know whether I have to follow this path or I have to follow this path? Means, for example, you are staying in a city. You have to go to, for example, I am in Jabalpur. I have to go to, for example, from here, I have to go to another city. I should know where is the border, from which border, which gate I have to go to. If you do not know the gateway border, how will you cross the border? Yes or no? There are multiple gates in the city, multiple way to go different cities, right? So you should not follow the different way. You have to follow the right way. Yes or no? Because you have to go to that particular city. So you have to follow this way only. Yes or no? So that is the gateway to go to particular city. Similarly, the configuration that you define, that means that's a gateway to access the internet. If I configure the proxy, then it will go through that way. Understand? Clear? Understand? So proxy is a web filtering device. Mainly, अभी लिखना नहीं है, पहले समझ लो पहले. First, you understand. Proxy is a web filtering device mainly used to filter out the internet access. Right? Now let's understand how proxy help us to safeguard our network, to safeguard our computer from the malicious sites. how proxies can safeguard. Let's take an example. First, you understand proxy device can be a software, can be a hardware. Proxy, the technology, first of all. There are multiple vendors who develop the proxy solution. For example, Blue Coat proxy is very famous. Blue Coat was acquired by Symantec. Now Symantec acquired by Broadcom. Blue Coat is one of the popular proxy solution, but Blue Coat was the company name, and Blue Coat was acquired by Symantec. Now it has become Symantec proxy, Symantec Blue Coat proxy, and now Symantec company itself acquired by Broadcom. So now it's a Broadcom Blue Coat proxy, but still it is famous with Blue Coat because Blue Coat name was very popular from the proxy perspective. So Blue Coat proxy, still people knows Blue Coat proxy because it is one of the most popular proxy solution, Blue Coat proxy. So Blue Coat, you have WebSense, you have Proofpoint. There are multiple. You have Cisco also, web security appliance for Cisco, web security appliance. So there are multiple proxy solutions, multiple vendors which develop the proxy. So these are some of the famous popular vendors. They provide proxy solution, a software version that you can install on a server, or you can buy a hardware device. Understand? Let's say, for example, you bought this proxy from Blue Coat. Get it, mind? You bought this proxy from to whom? To whom you bought? From Blue Coat. So once you bought this proxy, once you buy this proxy from
Sir,
Blue
sorry to interrupt. Have you reinitiated the recording after reconnection?
Yes, I have started.
Okay, thank you.
So once you buy this proxy from Blue Coat, name is Blue Coat, okay? Blue, C-O-A-T. Blue Coat, you deploy to your network, right? So you have to give the internet access. That means you have to connect your Blue Coat proxy to Blue Coat cloud, where the Blue Coat R&D team to provide the update to Blue Coat proxy. In the update, what will be doing? They'll be updating the ACL. Proxy, every security device will have the ACL, right? And two type of ACL. Which one? Static and dynamic. Now, dynamic ACL will be updated by the cloud, Blue Coat cloud. In the dynamic ACL now in the proxy, what they will be updating, let's understand. So, every proxy vendor, what research they do? Whenever any website comes online on the internet, any website comes online on the internet, these proxy vendor will review the content of the website and they will check particular website falls under which category. For example, 𝐓𝐫𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐵𝐸𝐸𝐸 recently launched. For example, yesterday 𝐓𝐫𝐸𝐸𝐸 launched. Once it came to the internet, came online, proxy vendor will come to know. They will review the website, some training content, technology training content, right? They will review different technical trainings. Then they will review and categorize this website education and training category. Education and training category. Yes or no? Banking website will be categorized in banking category. Email, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail, Gmail will be categorized under email category. Social media, your Facebook, Instagram, these websites under social media category. Yes or no? Google Drive, Box.com, these websites under file sharing category. Some website under business category, banking category, right? YouTube, Vimeo.com, live streaming or video streaming category. So these are different. Any malicious site where, so malware category, malicious category. So they will be category malicious, malware, phishing. These will be categorized for malicious category of site. Get it? So different content, they'll categorize for different category they create. social media, emails, business, search engine like Yahoo, Bing, Google. These are search engine categories. Yes or no? Malicious website like malware, phishing. Yes or no? Malware, phishing, spoof, this kind of different categories will create for malicious sites. By default, so these what happens is proxy vendor will upload the category information in the dynamic list. They will create a category information, for example, business, social media, mails, file sharing, search engine, right? These different category they will create here, and different of category of website URL they will add under the specific category. Malware, phishing, right? Under those category, malware and phishing category website will be added. Whenever you access any website, for example, if that particular website for any user access particular website, if particular website falls under malware, phishing, adult, these category of the website by default will be blocked for all users. Any user belongs to any category of internet access. A particular website falls under these malicious categories will be blocked by default by the proxy for all users. Get it, mind? Yes or no? So proxy team does the research and check if any website having malware category is a phishing website, right? We'll be updating it here. Yes or no? And resulting any website, any user access those website by default will be blocked. Yes or no? Understand? Before you guys access, most of the time, proxy vendor will review, because once it comes online, they will come to know and they will review it and they will categorize so that you guys will not be able to access, and proxy will safeguard your network, your users to access those websites, and it will get blocked. For example, certain times you access some legitimate website, it get redirected. So once you click on link, it get redirected. That redirection link will get blocked because that particular link is malicious. Understand? So this is one work. In this way, proxy can safeguard our network, our users to access from the malicious sites. Yes or no? That is one work of the proxy. Another work is we can regulate the internet access. We can regulate the internet access. That means we can provide the role-based access to our users based on the proxy solution. That means this person is working as an analyst, business analyst. If I am giving the full access to him, he is doing a time pass, he is watching movies on YouTube, he is doing using the Instagram. Yes or no? Various sites he is unnecessarily eating the bandwidth because of watching movies on YouTube and not doing his work. And reverse impact, he is not doing the work, that's a different thing. As well as eating the bandwidth, other people are facing slowness because of him, who is actually working. So both are negative impact. Neither he is working. One thing is not working, and second thing is eating the bandwidth. Other people who are actually working, they are facing slowness. Yes or no? So here, by deploying the proxy solution, we can also regulate the internet access of our users. What website they can access, we can regulate. We can create a different internet access group based on the role of particular team of particular users. For example, these set of users are business analysts. By working the specific managers with respect to managers, will understand what kind of category of website they are accessing, their requirement from business perspective. So respective category for respective set of users will create the specific category. For example, business category will create. We'll create one user business category, for example, one user business users group. One group will create business users. And for business user, we'll allow business category website, search engines, banking website will allow, and will allow whatever category that you need. Will allow for those users. So any users, whenever they access a site, it comes to the proxy, and proxy will check, okay, this particular user falls to business category, and as per the business category, it is allowed to access search engine, business category website, right? Banking website, and particular website falls under this particular category, when it's allowed for him, then he will get the access. If particular website he accesses technology website, but technology website does not falls under his category, his user category, then he'll got the block page saying that your organization has chosen not to access this website to you, not to provide the access to you. If you see that this is an error for you, kindly reach out to Security Operations Center, whatever they can customize that page, because this website belongs to technology category. Yes or no? And you might not have access to technology category. That is the reason you are getting this block page. So this kind of message they can customize also. Yes or no? So whatever website access your manager wants to give to you, your team management wants to give it to you, they can share this to the proxy administrator during the deployment, right? So that role-based access can be created. Technology user can be given access to technology category. HRs can be given access to the HR category, such as Naukri portal, a different social media. Sometimes they require access, right? So means we'll understand the requirement for different people, different teams, right? And we'll give the internet access group so that they can access only respective website. By default, for example, Gmail, file sharing website access, right, are critical, because when we talk about email gateway, people should be, we are monitoring what kind of data people are forwarding. We block the USB access. Now, if we are giving Gmail access, Drive access, Google Drive access, people can upload any data. Yes or no? So in this case, we have to put certain kind of restrictions so that people should not be able to access Gmail, Google Drive, box.com, and such kind of file sharing and file uploading sites. Yes or no? So we will not give Gmail access to everybody. Or maybe some management, some higher user like director or vice president, if strictly required, then only we are going to give them after sharing the risk involved. Yes or no? Those kind of companies will not give the access to Gmails and all for those sort of users who are handling such kind of critical informations. Otherwise, they will not use company emails to share the information. They will use Gmail, Hotmail, or Google Drives to upload such information. Yes or no? So if we are working towards ensuring that the data should not go out, we have to close all the weak holes. Yes or no? Not one. Deploying only email gateway is not going to help out to avoid the data leakage. You have to close all the weak holes. You have to close all the doors. Yes or no? So in this case, we can give the restricted access. Certain times, some people will ask you, I need Gmail access because of this business reasons. Then proxy team will ask them, okay, take your manager approval, or certain time, because this is a much elevated access. So your manager approvals also, they will need, okay, higher level VP approval is required, because this is very high level and highly risk involved in this. We need vice president level of approval in this case, because this is not a normal website. This is file sharing website. And higher risk is involved. People will be able to access any data where will not have any visibility. Will not have visibility in that case, because what file you are uploading on the Google Drive in that case will not be able to monitor once people will get the access. So we'll share those kind of risk. If vice president of particular department, particular company accept the risk, then we are fine in that case, because we have created this kind of solution and policy because of for their data only. If they accept the risk, we are fine. Yes or no? So the conclusion is, we have the proxy solution and we can create such kind of policies to restrict user, not to, so that they will have the role-based access. And we can restrict user what kind of role they have access, and they should not be accessing those kind of site like Gmail, Hotmail, or Google Drive, so that they can share any kind of company proprietary information, proprietary data, right? We can restrict. So almost companies will have these proxy solutions. Depends on what kind of data you have, right? Might be you have been given access to the Gmail or something in the company. Might be you are not handling such kind of data, right? So, but the people who are accessing such kind of data, they are restricted to use those website within a company. Understand? Clear this? So we'll have the various internet access group. Within that, there will be. Now you might have question. You might have questioned that Sulabh, I understand that being in the company, I hope you guys have watched my video. What is VPN? I have given the homework, right?
Yes, sir, I have watched.
Okay, then you understand what I'm going to explain you now. So you might have question now that okay, because when you are there in the company, then then your internet access will go through the proxy. Then whatever access company has given to you, yes or no, then that website will be able to access. That means your company has not given access to the Gmail, you will not be able to access. Not given access to shared drive, you will not be able to access. That's good. No weak hole. But what about the scenario when you are at home, you're working from home, and you're connected to your own internet? You might have question. Then how the proxy will come in the picture? How we can restrict our home user to share the information from Google Drive or from Gmail? Then you can access the Gmail. Yes or no? Proxy is not going to come in the picture in that case. Yes or no? Because data will be there on your laptop. You can connect to the internet, access Gmail and upload it. Gmail is not going to be tracked because Gmail is not being false under your company's ownership. It's your personal email ID. Yes or no? See, if any company considers their information is critical and should not go out of the company assets, company's laptop, then they will implement such policies and they will be restricting, and they will implement such restrictions so that at your home also, you will not be able to share even though you have the internet at home. How we can do that?
VPN, sir.
Through VPN, right? So what happens is, once you're at home, you open the system. First of all, USB is already blocked, you know that, right? Now you are connected to the internet. Your internet will not work. You're connected to the internet, but no website will work. Get it right? You are connected, but you can't access any website because you have the VPN client in your system, and system has been configured in such a way until unless you do not connect to the company VPN, you will not be able to access the internet. Get it right? It is mandatory to connect to the company VPN. Means it is mandatory to connect to the company network. Then only you will be able to access the internet, access any website. Your system has been configured in such a way. You are connected to the internet, but no website will be working. Means you can't access any website, you can't establish any communication in the internet world because of certain restrictions placed in your systems. Get my point? It's mandatory. If you want to access any website, any communication, it's mandatory to connect to the company VPN. Now you have to enter VPN credentials. Once you enter VPN credentials, that means VPN means virtual private network. Once you connect to the VPN, that means virtually you have been shifted. You have gone to your company actually. Or no more. Oh, this. No waiting room. What I'm saying is, directly once you connect to the VPN, that means virtually actually you have been shifted from your home to the company network, and now all your traffic is going through proxy, and all your policy which have been pushed, which have been created, will be pushed to your system. And whatever policies, whatever roles you have given, those website and those roles you will get it now. Get it? So at your home also, You will not be able to transfer any data. You won't be able to access Gmail, Hotmail, anything. Understand? If company has implemented such policies. Understand? Certain company might not have. Without VPN also, certain people are able to access Gmails because your company might not have implement these policies, right? It depends what kind of data you are handling, what kind of roles company has given to you, right? It depends. But if company consider the data is very critical, in this case, they will implement such policies, right? Otherwise, if you're keeping somewhere some policies restricted, but the open door somewhere does not make any sense. Understand? Clear? So that is how the proxy work. But why the name is proxy? The question comes now, why the name should be content filtering, URL filtering, web filtering. But what do you mean by proxy? Let's decode this. Yes or no? There should be some meaning, right? What do you mean by proxy? Proxying. The word is famous nowadays, very popular nowadays. Proxy.
Because it can hide.
Proxy interview, right? This word is famous nowadays. Proxy interview.
Dummy people.
Proxy interview. This word is very famous, right? Especially big scam is going on in mostly in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Especially, I'm telling you, this big scam is going on. Where what happens in proxy interview?
Proxy interview happens most of the time.
What happens in this case?
Somebody is sitting on behalf of you for the interview, actually.
Right. That means on behalf of you, somebody else will give the interview. Get in mind? That is called.
Sir, sorry to interrupt, sir, but how it is possible? Like even like if I am wanted to give and you are saying that somebody else is giving
You want
interview,
to
how it
try?
is possible? Sir, give me one example. I do not want to try, but I wanted to know that
See,
how it is.
I'm wondering the same too.
I'm
How
just
is that
kidding.
possible?
Don't mind it. I was just kidding. So what I'm saying is how it is possible. There are multiple. See, always people who do that, they find new ways. Previously, they used to attend telephonic. Before COVID, many of the interview used to schedule by telephonic. So they used to apply call forwarding, especially in the what I have heard from people. Right, I get so many people here and I get so many stories and I get so many such people who fall in this kind of trap. They got job, but they are unable to perform their duties in the work because interview was cracked by someone else. They could not get proper training. They got good job now, getting paid, but they are not able to perform. And now they are afraid, they are scared. Now finally they came in the training. I told them you would have come directly in the training and you would have worked in the company without any fear and you would not have to pay lakhs of rupees. They are paying 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs rupees to crack and get the job. I said my fees is not that much. You would have joined the training and got a good job with full of confidence. But let me tell you that before COVID, how this scam was happening, through audio calls, most of the interview was without video, many of the interviews. So people used to apply the call forwarding, and call forwarding, especially BSNL number, were not telling that your call is being forwarded. That was a beauty of BSNL number. I came to know this. They used to use BSNL number where interviewer call to your number. If your number, you have applied the call forwarding, it will not tell that your call is being forwarded to this number. It directly forward the call to third party number without telling that your call is being forwarded. Interviewer is thinking that call is being connected to a particular person only. And third party person will now start giving the interview on behalf of you. This used to happen on telephonic. Now, during the COVID, people came to know this kind of scam is happening. They said it's mandatory now to have Zoom call, means video interview. In video interview now, how it will happen? In a video interview, what they found the solution now? 1 minute.
They will lip sync, sir.
What happens is, see, multiple solutions I'm telling you, it's a crime patrol. Crime.
Sir, can't we stop this scam also?
You know crime patrol, right? It's a crime patrol serial is going on.
Oh, sir, we have to stop this.
So what happens is, now what they're starting is lip sync, same thing. In audio device, there are two jack, one single audio slot. There are two ports coming, means two, this one, mics, two mics, single port with two mics. They'll put on the audio device, audio port. One person will be sitting behind and one person will be giving the interview. Interview last question, and he will do the lip sync, and behind person will answering. He will answer. Then big scam happen. What happens is one case was revealed on the internet. What happens is one case was revealed and captured and got viral on the internet. What happens is, in this so many selection happen, so many scam happen in this way. One case became viral, then it came in the picture. I was aware before only because so many people contacted me. I was denying this straight away. I said, I am honest in my work and I am earning enough. I don't have to get into that way. If I'm not earning enough, that also I don't want to get into it. People were ready to pay lakhs of rupees, and people are becoming rich who are doing this way. I'm telling you, day night they are doing this, and they are becoming crorepati by doing this. I'm telling you, big scam is going on. They are charging 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees by giving this fake interviews, doing this scam. Big scam in, especially in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. To be honest, I'm not.
It is in Bangalore as well.
See, I'm telling you, I'm not specific to any of, but this is happening. That's the reason. Do not take it otherwise. But everybody knows that.
Sir,
Sir,
I
they are-
heard that I heard that Telangana side people are very intelligent, and you are
Very
saying that they are.
intelligent. See, very intelligent, of course. Very intelligent, and 70% people in my training also coming from South region, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and
Yeah.
Karnataka. In my training also. See, means I'm not saying that people are very intelligent. I'm telling to some people, few set of people who are doing this, few set of people, which are making this.
Sir, they are bribing interviewers also, sir.
So what happens is now.
Sir, when some people are doing that, we can't blame everyone, right? From the particular region.
But
I don't agree with that statement,
no,
sir.
I'm not.
Because I am from Telangana.
You are taking no.
I'm not taking personally, but if someone is doing that, out of 100, one person is doing, we can't blame every 100 people, right?
I'm not playing 100. You are taking otherwise. I am playing.
No, not
This is
taking otherwise,
happening
just
there.
I want to clear the statement.
I am
Yeah.
saying that is happening actually.
Phishing will be happening from everywhere, and viruses are creating everywhere, not only from particular region. I'm sorry if I'm hurting anyone here.
You do not take it otherwise. I'm telling that this is happening. Many of the people who are doing that. It's not for region. You do not take it otherwise. We all are Indians. You do not take it otherwise. But I'm telling that. For example, most of cyber attacks are happening in Pakistan, Tajikistan, Rus, China, North Korea. From there, most of the cyber attacks are happening. What I'm saying is, couple of people who are.
Hello. Yes, sir. Just want to reinstate. Among 100 of interviews, mostly. Sorry to say, I'm not hurting that guy, but most of the case comes from Hyderabad itself.
See, what
Even
happens?
I face the same.
See, most of the people are in cybersecurity from South region. I'm telling you. Cybersecurity, I'm telling you, most of the awareness also from South region. That is the reason. In my training itself, my intention is not to hurt anyone. Because most of my audience is also from South region. From Telangana. It's not, I'm telling you something, some example I am giving. It's not to otherwise. So let me continue this. So what happens is they will do the lip sync and some person will sit behind. I will just lips and he will answer. Then he will in between he will tell, I have some internet problem. I have some internet problem, some latency in the internet, to tell the interviewer that okay, lip sync is not actually, I'm actually doing there is a latency in the net. Otherwise, interviewer understand that something is fizzy. So because sometime the synchronization will not happen, right, between the audio and lip sync. He'll tell there is a latency actually in my network, some problem in the network, I'm in village or somewhere. To tell the interviewer there is not a scam, lip sync problem. So now this one of the case become viral. One of the case became viral. What happens is the synchronization become audio and video stopped. The audio person continued answering, and the video person, lip sync person, stopped lip sync in between. In one of the case, the person who was actually giving the interview in front of camera, he stopped lip sync. Person behind the camera continued answering. This case gone viral in the internet during the COVID time and reveals that this is the biggest scam going on nowadays doing this online interviews. Now, people said that online interview, because it's mandatory now, online interview, but because of COVID time, still online interviews are happening. That's the reason so many things happen. And sometimes fake interviews also. Many of the companies have some settings with the people because of some monies. Now they were not taking the interview directly from back doors. They were taking the interviews, they are taking money and not taking the candidate interviews and directly hiring them. Then company created the policy, HR will be also there on the interview call. Nowadays, many interview big companies, HR will be also there all the time during the interview call. He will join, whether listen or not listen, but he will join along with interviewer. And now it is also mandatory for many of the companies, they will record the interview and share with the HR. These all policies were not there before the COVID. But nowadays, these policies have been implemented. The interview should be recorded also and should be shared with the HR. That interview has been taken and gone for half an hour or whatever it is. And question has been asked and somebody has answered the question. And also it is mandatory for many companies to show your Aadhaar number with clear photos, Aadhaar card with clear photo, PAN card with clear photo, like that. Many companies has made it mandatory. Still, I'm telling you, still one more crime patrol. One more idea that people are following. You know what they are doing nowadays? Still this scam is happening. Still scammers are not stopped. What they are doing is, they are taking the online interview, right? What they are doing is, one person will give the interview on the camera. One person will give the interview on the camera. He will not, laptop, he will not use microphone for laptop actually. He will not use. Instead, he will have his phone on and phone he will connect with mic. Interviewer think that he is connected mic for me, but actually he is connected mic for his mobile. Now interview asking the question, somebody third party person is listening the question, and he is answering, telling the question to him, and he is asking some question to interview, telling them question answer to the interviewer after listening the answer to third party person. That means some person is there to tell the answer to you. You are explaining the answer to interviewer, but some third party person is there to tell the answer to you. That is something is going on nowadays. This is latest in the market, which is going on. Get your mind? This is latest. So my motive was to tell you what is proxy. So proxy means not to hurt you someone, don't take it otherwise, right? For me, everybody is same. No discrepancy. I had this news and awareness also there. 70% people in my trainings are from South region. So do not take it otherwise. Everybody is same. It's not to hurt somewhere, but this is a note for everywhere. Not by me, but everywhere. This is the news. From those perspective, I'm telling, this is not my own opinion.
Sir, just to reiterate what you explained in the last class, where there is more defensive, there is a more offense. Let us take it in that way. Where there is more security, there are more breaches.
Right.
All right, Sulab, I wanted to ask a question about remote work. Now we have remote work a lot, right?
Right.
So now when it comes to proxy, companies using proxy, it means that those roles now that are mainly remote will not have, because most of the time they send you their laptop, or sometimes they require you to use your own laptop, right? It's possible that they would not have all those proxies and all. How do you do that? Because most of the time you have to use your home laptop if you're working remotely.
Ideally, such companies will not rely on your own laptop. So if you are going to handle such kind of critical data, see, for example, if you're working on digital marketing, for example, digital marketing job, you're not handling very critical data, sensitive data. It's good if you're using own laptop. Does not company does not bother about much. But if you're working any sensitive data, proprietary information, there is a concern about data sharing, data theft, right? I believe they will not take a risk of of having your own device, right? In that case, company will send you their own laptop, because when you are using your own laptop, there are multiple concerns where you're following the policies, norms, compliance of the laptop, whether your laptop is patched, updated, following all the compliance, security compliance or not, right? All the antivirus install or not, the multiple policies. So in those companies will not use your personal laptop, they will share their own laptop.
Okay.
It's
Well, in the case that's
not only connecting to the VPN, it's not only connecting to their network, it's connecting, is to ensure that the data is secure.
okay.
Right?
Okay.
If, for example, if you're using Windows 7, for example, Windows 8, which is not updated, vulnerable, the data will get compromised, right? Because it has certain vulnerabilities. And since this is your own laptop, because that is your own laptop, company will not have control. They cannot patch your laptop. They cannot provide the vulnerability fixing. Yes or no? If that is company laptop, they will have a control. They can upgrade the antivirus, update the antivirus signature. They can, update all the different tools they are using. They might be using EDR solution, for example, whatever they're patching, Windows patching, whatever they are doing, they can do. But on laptop, they cannot do that. So it is never recommended.
Sulabh, it was a temporary solution given. I agree with the question which my friend asked, that from the personal laptop URL based, VMware clients were installed and we were redirected to the company's VDI.
That can be done. That I understand. See, but that is not a permanent solution. For temporary work, VDI, virtual desktop, as you mentioned, that can be done, but that is not a permanent solution. For, as you said, VDI, right? Virtual desktop kind of solution, that can be work, but not all work you can do on the VDI without having your own local desktop.
So one more solution is available like MDM, mobile device management.
Right.
From that prospect, we can do that because containerization is doing from that.
I was answering this question from whole laptop perspective, because he asked if you have personal laptop, right? How we connect to the company network and everything. Virtual laptop, if you have virtual desktop VDI kind of solution where you have some URL, then you connect to the company virtual desktop, that you can do. Then that is not your local desktop at all, local laptop at all. That is virtually you are taking the your company actually desktop.
Sir, one more question, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, sir. What is proxy site and proxy server? Because previously we are using on our personal system, like we are going to any kind of proxy and we are making the torrent and we are downloading. So what is the difference between that and this, sir?
Proxy site.
Yeah.
Proxy site means
proxy side means some key cache torrent. We are going now over there. We are entering with some. We are suppose the movie has been just been launched for 1 day ago, and we go through. We are entering through a proxy.
Acha, proxy side, that I have explained you on that video, VPN video. You did not watch, I think.
Sir, I watched, sir, but I am not clear about it.
Proxy side means let me tell you that. Proxy side means, see, that is what I'm telling you now. What is proxy? In proxy solution, what happens is your IP is not going to the internet, someone else IP is going to the internet. In that case, some website which are blocked to you, you can still access because your IP is not going, someone else is going. And to those IP, that website is accessible. So that is how in that video I also explain you how on free VPN and free proxy, you can access some website which are not accessible to you. Let me tell you first what is proxy, why this name is given proxy, then I'll explain you. So let me tell you that why the name is proxy. Do you understand proxy interview? Meaning means someone else is giving the interview on behalf of you. That you understand? We call proxy interview, proxying. This feature called proxying. That process called as proxying. If someone else will do something on behalf of someone, that is process called as proxying. And from that name, this device we call as proxy. Because when you access the internet, right? For example, you have some IP address, right? You access the internet, your system IP is not directly going to the internet. Means your connection is not directly going to the internet. Instead, your request will go to the proxy, and proxy will reinitiate a connection on behalf of you and will go to the internet. Means you come to know, proxy will come to know, okay, this source IP address wants to access the facebook.com. Means what happens is, for you, for proxy, source IP is this one and destination IP is proxy IP address. And you will have the URL, for example, facebook.com. Then proxy will reinitiate a new connection where source IP will be the proxy IP address and destination IP is Facebook IP address. For facebook.com, source IP will be the proxy IP address, not the system IP address. Means your IP address will be hidden behind the proxy. When you give the proxy interview, you will be hidden. Yes or no? Because you are behind the proxy. You are behind the proxy. Your IP address will be behind the proxy. Someone else will give the interview behind of you. That means proxy IP will be going to the internet. You are not directly going to the internet. That is called as proxy, because this feature is proxy, because when you access the internet, your system IP is not going to go to the internet. Instead, proxy IP will go to the internet, because once you access the internet, your connection will go to the proxy. Proxy will reinitiate connection on behalf of you and then will go to the internet. Understand? And once connection come to facebook.com, facebook.com will not come to know that this guy is accessing Facebook, because this IP will not get disclosed on the internet. Instead, proxy IP will go to the internet. Yes or no? That's the reason many of the attackers sometimes use the proxy. Many people use proxy to access some block website. Many proxy browser that you say you download some proxy browser.
It's a quick question.
Let me complete this first.
Hello?
Let me complete this first.
Okay.
Okay. So what happens is, for example, so that is what we call as proxy. So in this case, whoever user are having inside the company accessing the internet, their IP is not going to the internet. Instead, your proxy server, proxy device IP is going to the internet. So that feature we call as proxy. That is the reason this device is also called as proxy. Main name is proxy, because your IP is not going to the internet. So how? Because of people are taking the advantage of this proxy feature and accessing the free website. So I think I have mentioned on the video also how you can access free website, block website using proxy and VPN. Did I mention on the video?
Yes,
not?
sir.
Yes, sir, you have mentioned.
Yes, sir, I mentioned,
right?
sir.
That is what I'm saying. That is I already mentioned, right? how you can access free website using proxy also and VPN, because may possible that this blog, for example, you belongs to India. You belongs to India, right? Particular website, for example, you are particular movie, recent movie you're downloading, right? Recent movie you're downloading, new movie. What is the new movie in India? 12th Fail, for example. 12th Fail. 12th Fail is new movie. 12th Fail movie, Hindi movie, right? Most of people will watch in India, public in India. So 12th Fail is a copyrighted movie. Yeah, movie director has asked, this is copyrighted movie. Many new movie. Many people will put the internet. Please block this access in the internet. Any of the URL. Some people has put this movie on the internet. Please block all this URL in India. Yes or no? They submitted this request to government or to service provider or GO and all those. So they blocked this URL in India. They blocked this URL in India. So now we are unable to download because in India it is blocked. So whenever we access the website, our IP address is in India. Yes or no? Hit to the ISP and I will understand your accessing website is blocked for you because ISP understand it came from India and this website is blocked for everybody as per the ISP firewall. Yes or no? And when we access through proxy, when we access using proxy, right? So what happens is, once you connect to the proxy, for example, you configure proxy on your system. For example, you access some website, you connect to the proxy. So whatever website, this is source machine, this is destination machine. Once you access, for example, some website, this is source machine and proxy IP to destination machine. Your ISP firewall understand that you are not accessing particular website, you are accessing proxy IP address. Destination IP address will be your proxy IP address, not particular website IP address. Particular website is there on data part, but destination IP address is this proxy IP address which is there on the USA. On the video, I explain you in very deep, in a clear way. And all the traffic will go through proxy. In the USA, that particular website is allowed. That is the reason using proxy also, you can access free website, proxy browser you tell, because that proxy browser belongs to some other country where those websites are allowed. And VPN also, if you see, once you connect to VPN, those VPN server IP belongs to different countries where those websites are allowed. If you access those websites in India, those are blocked. So once you connect to the VPN, those websites, you will switch, you will virtually shift from India to those countries. And in those countries, those websites are allowed. That's the reason using proxy also, you can access those block websites, and using VPN also, you can access those websites. By some visualization, I have explained you on that video, by drawing some visualization, right? So do watch that video. So explain a little more.
Sir, it is, I think, better, sir. Your class explanation is better, sir, from the videos, actually.
Sure.
That's why.
Acha.
I wanted to ask, what's the difference between proxy and VPN?
That too I have explained you. Proxy, see, difference I have explained you, right? VPN I explained you already. Both are entirely different. VPN and proxy is entirely different. Did you watch the video? What is VPN? You have not watched.
I
That
watched
is
the 30-minute video.
What is VPN? I think you have not watched. Otherwise, you would not.
30 minutes.
Huh?
Yeah, I watched the 30-minute video. I'm not sure if that's the one you're mentioning.
You watched
30 minutes. Yeah, 30-minute video. The you posted on the chat. Yeah.
I shared the link. Then you should answer yourself.
Well, I
Proxy,
know I know one difference is encryption in between one into the other, but other difference I don't know this one.
Bhaiya, proxy, VPN, we used to create a secure tunnel between source and destination, right? Secure tunnel, if you want to connect from source to destination for encryption, right? To ensure that it's create a private tunnel, we use VPN. Securely from one source to destination over public network, securely we can connect to other network. That means over the public network, we can connect to any private network using VPN, virtual private network. That means over the public network, we can create private network virtually using VPN. Can you
No, I'm
understand?
talking about those VPNs that you purchase, like NordVPN, or those you try to hide your identity to browse other entities on the websites here on internet.
Right. I have explained you that how you can access block website, because once you connect to the VPN, right? For example, your VPN server, that free VPN, open VPN. If you talk about the main concept of VPN is to connect securely, create a private tunnel. The concept of VPN is this actually, right? But uses are multiple. In the company, VPN we use to privately connect remote users like us. I'm working from home. I can connect to my company network remotely from my home to company network. That is SL VPN. Remote client can connect to my company network. Means remote computer, I can connect to my company network remotely. My company has a private IP address. I am connected to the public IP address. Means I can still connect to my private network using VPN. My two branches which are having private IP address, two branches, internal network can connect with each other on the internet using VPN, using site-to-site VPN or IPsec VPN. Two devices will connect and they will connect with each other. In other internet world, they cannot connect, right? Either you can use MPLS, dedicated link, or you can connect VPN site-to-site or IPsec VPN, we call it IPsec VPN. That is the use of VPN actually in the corporate world. Get in mind? So they will create private tunnel between two sites. Get in mind? Private tunnel between two sites means communication between two locations will get encrypted. Get in mind? And these two locations can be connected like private network. Communication will happen like me and you are both are connected in same place. It will create like private network. Get in mind? So it will look like you are for example, one location in Bangalore, another location in USA. Both are connected with VPN. Virtually, it's like you are no more in Bangalore. You are shifted from Bangalore to USA, or USA to Bangalore, like you are connected to the internal network. After connecting to VPN, it will become like internal network. Similar happen with open VPN that you use in freely internet. People access some free website, some block website. I am here in India. I want to access some, for example, some website has been blocked in India. TikTok or some website in blocked in India. I want to access it. When I'm accessing from India, in Indian ISP has been blocked in the firewall, because once I type TikTok, it get resolved TikTok IP address, and TikTok IP address has been blocked in ISP. But once I connect to the VPN to USA server, I get the USA IP address, and my communication from my system to USA is being encrypted. And whatever communication is happening is being encrypted. ISP firewall also will not come to know what communication is happening. Only ISPs come to know that my system IP address is communicating with the particular source destination IP in USA. It will not come to know what site I am accessing right now. It is only identifying the communication between Indian IP to USA IP address. Now, what site I am accessing, because it's VPN tunnel, data is encrypted, it will not come to know. So I'm accessing TikTok now because internet exit is from the USA now, not from India. Yes or no? Because I'm connected to USA IP address. Understanding? मैं बहुत short में बता रहा था actually, because I have explained you VPN topic. Understand what I'm saying?
Sulabh, sorry to interrupt.
Do watch that video.
Well, I understand what you said, everything. It's just the difference between the open VPN, whether if it's paid or free, or in between difference with the proxy. That's all I ask you. I'm not asking for the corporate VPN wise here.
So you got the answer or what?
No, I understand the VPN, but in proxy, is that the same thing then? Like, there's no tunnel, there's no encryption in proxy, right?
No, there's no encryption. No encryption. Only thing is, if you have HTTPS enabled, then only encryption will happen.
That's only HTTPS traffic in 443.
Right.
But any other traffic is not encrypted, yeah?
Not encrypted, right.
Yeah, that's all I want to know. That's the only difference, I guess, yeah? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Sulabh, I have a question here.
Yes.
Yeah, for configuring the proxy, we need donor IP addresses, right? If you go to the internet, hide my ass or hide my IP, those kind of sites will grab some public IP from the internet and paste it in their proxy list. But if you buy or if you have a properly good vendor, who is licensed vendor, will they have their own uh, private IP addresses in their list, or they will manage in the same way, grab something from the internet, paste it in the proxy list, and route from there? I just wanted to understand that.
The proxy vendor you're talking about, over free proxy vendor you're talking about.
Yeah, yes, because definitely they need some
Of
public
course,
IP address, right?
they will
To
have their,
route.
they will have their
Yeah.
own IP address, registered IP address.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to know because
It's a big
there are
business.
plenty of sites in the internet. They
Right.
offer VPN and proxy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. They have it's a big business.
Yes. That's
We think
yeah.
that it's small company, it's a big company actually.
Yeah.
Tomato VPN, Zomato VPN,
Yes.
Baleno VPN, VPN are different. These are big company actually. We think that is small, but they are having business globally. They are having VPN server globally in many business different countries.
Yes. Yeah. I just
So,
wanted to
sorry,
understand. Yeah.
so
Melon, tomato.
yeah, it's top of the companies using VPN, correct? But they are showing like a wrong locations. That is good or it's illegal or illegal because of they are working somewhere. For example, India. If through the VPN they are showing like they are showing like USA.
Right.
It's because of big companies they are using.
Right, using it. See, there are multiple usage also to showcase different location. It's not illegal.
Generally, yes. Generally, if public, if like a government sector, if in India, in USA, for example, in there it's a government website also they are using. They will show like because of in USA government websites, they are allocating only US
Right.
location. That time
Correct.
we are connecting means we will connect like it's showing like a US public using.
Right.
They can access to that websites.
Maybe it depends. It depends. They will have certain own policies. It's not that it is illegal for the whole country or something for whole things. They will have, every company will have their own policies. For example, got certain website, they will have their own policy. It's not something that you cannot show your location to different countries. There is no any policy, such policy globally or for the whole countries, but certain companies, certain government entity will have their own certain policies. Okay, then you can access it for within country or something like that. There's no as such policies.
Even though they have policies, we have browsers like Tor or Onion sites, which allow us to access all the sites from wherever we want. I think they hide our identity and give the wide access across the internet. Like
The only thing is the only concern the government raised it that these Zomato, Melon, these kind of VPN service provider are not sharing the data on time to the government. Government says that to sign some agreement with the government. Nowadays, I mean, last year only government of India said that to collect some data and share with the government at a time, that either some kind of bond or something share, because they said that we cannot take on the risk. You have to share the data on time. Certain policy they have implemented to ensure that. Otherwise, some people connecting the VPN, right, hiding their identity and misusing the VPN service, to put some restrictions so that people will not misuse the VPNs. Because these are VPN service provider from multiple different countries, right? Giving access, people are misusing those VPN by hiding the IP. For example, you use a VPN from USA, hide your IP address. Different company are connecting, different people are connecting VPN for different countries, accessing the website or URL of different countries, hiding their self. And these VPN companies are not sharing the data to the government. So in that case, it's very difficult to detect, because either you are behind the proxy or behind the VPN. When you are using digital communication, everything can be traced. The only thing is respect to companies, respect to devices owners, are not sharing the data, not supporting. Otherwise, in the digital communication also, everything can be traced. But the only thing is, in the digital communication, attacker is sitting on different countries. Devices owner are different, and they are not supporting. For example, attacker is from South Korea, North Korea. Those government, the devices which coming in, for example, from VPN they have used, some proxy they have used, or some device they have used, they are not supporting, they are not sharing the logs, they are not supporting. That's the reason. Even if you catch the attacker also, their government is not handing over. Yes or no? If it's given the evidence also, they are still not handing over, they're not supporting. That is the reason prevention is better than cure. In cybersecurity, prevention is better than a cure. Because attacker is not on the same country. Attackers are from different country ideally in the cyber attack most of the time. Within the country, physical theft happen is easy compared to digital theft, because in digital theft happen from different countries. Collecting the evidence is difficult. These countries, companies, different entities are not sharing the data. If they share the data also, government is also not supporting. Even if you have the full evidence also, is not supporting. You understand? The terrorist, we have the full evidence. Yes or no? Still respective countries, governments are not supporting. If you understand, if those people we have in India, we have the full control.
Yeah, that's why I think our Prime Minister reinitiated that we need more cyber professionals than ever, because we are running into the war with the other countries, especially China and Pakistan.
That is the reason. That is, cyber security is more crucial. It's very crucial because we don't have control. If something is under control, our own control, we can do something. If something which is not fully in our control, that is more crucial, more critical. Something has happened, we don't have control. Someone will come from outside, go outside. We can't do anything.
But sir, I think people are still unaware about the cybersecurity concept, because actually previously some attack happened to that 𝐓𝐬𝐬𝑚𝑠, Delhi 𝐓𝐬𝑚𝑠, some ransomware attack, and some attackers may demand like 200 crore, something like that. So they told that we are not required that cybersecurity professionals still, actually.
Right. So, but I believe that we are more awareness is increasing day by day. So
like we cannot handle that kind of amount to bear the cybersecurity professionals. So that is that they have told actually. So Delhi 𝐓𝐬𝑚𝑠. So that I thought that maybe still people are not aware about the security concept. I think still awareness is needed actually. Most of the people are still not aware.
What I believe is there is no value for data in India because they don't respect the data. But data is money on the internet. Yeah.
Correct. That's correct. Especially for the government entities. That's the reason most of the government entities, the project has been gone to private companies. Most of the government companies now, government entities have given the project to companies like us, private companies. So to ensure that the data and security should be on good hand, on the right hand.
There was also one reason previously when the communication was happening through the NIC. When sir you mentioned now that this is all is because of the different geos and different VPNs and different proxies and all. Specifically talking about the India, when it was being totally controlled, when we were not explored a lot in this era of technology. So the complete communication channel was the NIC.
Right.
So it was being controlled and tracked. Now we have different vendors, different ISPs across the globe. So tracking that has become difficult now.
Correct, because they are not supporting at all. Because government is also not supporting, because these entities are under the government control, right? Even certain times we have good relationship with the countries, but still government said we have different type of foreign policies. They are not supporting. Certain countries are good friend with us, but still they are thinking we have different policies for government communication, government foreign policies. In terms of policies, they are not supporting, and there are so many cases are going on. So that is the reason prevention is better than cure.
The main I want to add into it on the government side. There's a lack of knowledge first of all, and I've been to in the 2010 to BSNL office. They are well equipped, and there's a like is higher end device than Airtel, but it is not in use and it's on dust, and they are not allowing to touch because they have fear that something will happen, it will come into his head.
Right.
So my engineers like waiting for around 1.5 months. Then I wrote a letter that these guys are not supporting. That's why we are rejecting this contract.
Mhm. Right.
Maybe, yeah, Sulabh explained, there may be lobbying with private companies. Yeah, the more projects are going in the way of private companies rather than the public uh, companies. Maybe the higher level management who are having most access to them, they are doing some lobbying or some back end activities with private companies. So that's why BSNL is not flourishing in India, though it is a public company.
So what happens? See, government company happen like this. See, why government company? Because you understand a lot of corruptions. Government companies, if I mean, they got some money, for example, 100 crores to buy.
And wrong hirings.
So 100 crores to buy some, for example, some of the devices. 100 crores, then 100 crores will not go directly to vendors. Out of 100 crores, maybe certain crores will go to ministers, certain crores will go to some officers. Out of 100 crores, it will go to 40, 50 crores, 40 crores to the vendors. Now, some device which cost 100 crores, if you give 40 crores, then you understand the quality of device. If you go to private like Jio, Airtel, they will buy a device which costs 100 crores, and now BSNL got a device which 40 crores. Now you'll understand signal qualities.
No. I
Only
am telling you, they are like purchasing the top quality products, but nobody there to implement it.
Yeah, Sulabh, I agree, totally agree with the friend that the infrastructure which the public sector has procured for the technology-based services, I'm not talking about the other, specifically on the technology side. So they were efficient enough. They were so up to date with the current updates, but they were inefficiently used. They were kept
inefficiently.
aside.
Right. That is again a challenge. Inefficiently. That means the timely manner.
Yeah, that's true. They are not skilling their self, and they already once they get the government job, then it's switch on the fan and sleep in the chair. That's what happening in India. No, they don't care about the people, and they don't respect their jobs as well. That's what happening in the public sector. I may be wrong, but I'm just putting my perception. Yeah.
Right. So in cybersecurity, prevention is.
I agree. They are not respecting their job at all.
Right.
Just want to add at all.
Actually, these
Cybersecurity
people
prevention
are
is.
not technically sound.
Let's come back. Let's come back to the topic. Cybersecurity prevention is better than cure. We always believe on prevention, right? That's the reason we are the part of defensive security to monitor the network 24/7 to ensure that our network is protected, right? In case before the big incident happen, before the big compromise happen, our network should be protected enough, right? Next class, we talk about the antivirus. We talk about IPS, IDS, right? Then we'll start with SIEM. So you guys, if you have not watched the video, detailed video you watch what is VPN, proxy, VPN difference, how you can access free website using VPN. To watch it, the link that I have shared with you.
Sir, I want to ask one question actually.
Yes.
It is possible to track the user who are using the proxy server by visiting the illegal websites.
Your voice is not very clear.
Hello.
Yes.
Now it is audible.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to ask one question. It is possible to track the proxy user who are visiting the illegal websites which are the ban in India. So,
see, in proxy, not only proxy, but any digital device which you deploy in the network has been designed in such a way, every activities which we call as an event, right, are being recorded in form of logs. Proxy is also a digital device which are being deployed in भैया बाद में बात करना सरो बाद में discussion after the session. Proxy is also one of the digital device. Whatever website you access, whether you access successfully or blocked, how many times you access, what you have downloaded, which user have accessed, how many times, what time, how much you have downloaded, how much you uploaded, right? What time, how much time you have spent, everything being recorded in the form of logs. That website belongs to which category, but it will not show whether government has blocked or not. Whether it has been accessible successfully or not accessible, that it will show you. And particular website belongs to which category, it will show you. Whether government has, because government has blocked, it will not show you all the time that government of India has blocked. It will show you page cannot be displayed or page is not accessible, not reachable, like that. It will not show you government of India has asked to block this page. It will not show you like this message. Simply, it will not be this website is not accessible like this. It will not show you ask government of India has blocked this page. Not always show you message. Some website will show you, but not always. But simply it will not be accessible. Understand? But which all user at the end of the day, end of the time, end of the month, if anybody asks and your manager asks, this particular user have access which all website, how much time he is spending on the internet, what all website he is accessing, monthly report he want to see for some user, or who all user access facebook.com, which website particular user accessing, everything report can be checked on the proxy. Got it?
yes, okay, sir. Thank you.
Sulabh, one last question. Like we have red and blue teams, right? So at the end of the core, there is a new concept called purple team as well. Will there be at the end of this course, will we get enough knowledge to compete with the purple team, or we are only being in the blue team side as we are ready for everyone?
This stream is for SOC. SOC means blue team, defense and security.
Okay. Yeah.
Not penetration testing. Penetration testing comes under the red team, right?
Yeah.
Purple team you will see rarely in any company. A small company you will see. Otherwise, defensive and offensive will be always separate team, and offensive security team will be rarely in any company, especially for company, because penetration testing is not being performed continuously. If you want to get the detail, there's a video in my YouTube, SOC versus penetration testing. What is the demand, which is having better demand in the market, more demand in the market, I will explain in that video. Because penetration testing is not a continuous process. It happens quarterly, half yearly, yearly, and that is also being performed by third-party vendors, not by the company itself. Because when we know the in and out of our own company, no sense of doing by ourselves, because we already know in and out. If I perform the penetration testing myself, does not make any sense. So this is always performed by third-party vendors who does not know the in and out of our company. I explain you in detail what is penetration testing, who is performing penetration testing, which is having better demand, right? Why penetration testing is good, or which one is good. SOC is good, penetration testing is good, red team, blue team, in that video. So you can have a look, you have a watch.
Sir, one more
combination
question.
of red and blue we call as purple.
Sir, one more question. Hello.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir,
which
actually, just a minute. Sir, actually, whenever I'm actually, if any kind of interviews, I have seen that most of the SOC team, like organization, most of the organization who are hiring for the SOC team, they are asking for the science streams degrees actually, B Tech, B. So is it most of the companies they are asking, or any like some companies are asking that? Because I have seen most of the companies are asking me that we are hiring for the B and B Tech. So after that, we are not.
Fresher, if completely fresher, they may write B Tech, but experienced people, degree most of the time does not matter. Matters is experience.
So, but I have gone for the experienced candidate actually, but still.
You might have seen, but I don't think there will be any challenge. It's been 8 years now. I have several people from BCom, BBA, several different category, and they had multiple offers.
Okay, sir.
So don't worry about that.
Okay, sir.
I
May
think
possible
only
that
thing
may
is,
possible that okay, may possible that, for example, BCom get the 6 calls, you might get 5 calls, 4 calls. Might be little less preference you may get, but it does not mean that you won't get any. You may get little less. I had several people who got multiple offers.
Sort of just to add, post-pandemic, this trend has come up. So my friend is telling a little bit, I agree with him. What is happening nowadays is that companies are preferring the engineering background candidates because they grab the things and they understand the technology in a better way. So a bit I agree, but totally agree with you that it's nothing that if a BCom candidate is having an experience in some of the technology, will not get a call. Definitely he's getting a call, and they're hired as well. Sometimes we are the part of this hiring process, interviews and all.
Okay, see, I'm having people from different. I'm getting in touch with so many people like you. I'm talking to so many people. It's not 1, 2, 3. So you don't have to worry about. I have several people sitting in front of me. This guy came yesterday. He's BCom. He had given 8 interview. He did not come yesterday. One guy did not come yesterday. He led some class, so he used to come in this class. He had given 8 interview. He cleared 1 interview. He got an offer letter. He is BCom, 2021 pass out. He did not come yesterday. Today he did not come. He got 1 offer. He got 8 interview. He has given. He was part of last batch, but he missed some classes, so he was coming to attend some class. He cleared 1 interview. He got offer before yesterday, and 1 interview also, second round cleared. He is waiting for some offers, but he has given 6 to 8 interview. कितना किया है? 8 interviews he has given, right? So means BTech is always good, mean to say, but it does not mean that you won't get. We may get little less preference, but nowadays it all depend on your interview performance, your skills, what you are writing on resume.
Exactly.
Exactly,
sir.
It's not always a degree now. Nowadays,
Even
people are much
yes, sir.
much aware. They're not always followed. Okay, BTech. Sometimes BTech people also does not have knowledge. I'm telling you, degree is just a piece of paper now.
Totally agree,
knowledge
Sulabh.
that-
Totally agree. Totally agree. Totally
Sometimes
agree.
BTech people are unable to answer, does not have skills, and sometimes BCom people is coming and he's having very good skills and he's able to explain questions and he's expert sometimes. So
Exactly.
they give chance and they actually take interview and see who is good.
Hello,
So
sir.
maybe some companies are very strict. Some companies write BTech and they are strict with BTech. Maybe they will company may not prefer you. But
Hello,
you
sir.
don't need to worry about that. Okay, all company will not refer.
Sir,
But I will suggest you, even the company write BTech, still you apply.
In these lists, sir, some big companies are also coming actually.
One minute.
Wipro, PwC.
Some company who write BTech at resume, still you apply, even you are not BTech. Might be possible that a skill set you have written as a BCom might be those skill set they may not get in the BE people. They may refer you, they may call you.
It always happens. It always happens, Sulabh.
Sir, I want to answer one question again.
Hello, sir. Hello. So
Yes.
I want to ask one question. Right now, I am a working professional working in the domain of network security, mainly work with firewall. I want to switch to cyber security. So I don't have any live experience on the SOC side. So it is difficult because in the interview they asked like did you work on any project or some kind of
You are the part of regular training?
yes.
Regular training, right? So you are the right part then. Once you attend this training, then you'll be able to do that. It will explain everything.
If they ask for did you work in any
छोड़ो, leave it now for now. I'll explain because this video I'm going to upload in YouTube, right, in the public forum. Everything will be explained during the class now.
Okay. Sir, one more question. How
You
much
already
time?
joined, so no need to worry now. That training we have designed is, you are already in network security, you no need to worry.
So सर वही पूछना था कि ट्रांजेक्शन करना कितना डिफिकल्ट होगा?
It's not difficult at all. It's easy.
Because मैंने राउटर स्विच फायर
there is no word of difficult. It's easy actually.
Okay.
And in fact, very easy.
Very easy. It's not difficult.
Sir, and also depend like I have experience of 6 years.
You have everything, yaar. Why you are worrying? You have everything.
Sir, expectation.
Not to worry at
Sir,
all.
actually, I want one question actually, sir. Hello, sir. My name is Sagar. My background is remain the computer science and MC engineering. Now I'm working in a cloud hosting company, ESDS, last 3 years. Then
ESDS.
yes, sir.
Nagpur.
Not Nagpur. Is ESDS in Nasik,
Mumbai.
Bangalore.
Nasik. Okay.
Nasik, Bangalore, Mumbai. And actually, I'm having the experience of the compliance. Last 2 years, the last 1.5 years, I'm working in a compliance department. Then again, on my improve my skills. Then now I'm working in a blue team. The last 2 years, the total experience is my 3 years. So what is my career growth is remain, and I'm working in a SIEM tool like the 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐢𝐧𝐢𝐴, IBM Secure, FortiSIEM, McAfee, ESM, all these things. So now I want to ask there is a required certification for me. Now, on the basis of the experience, I can try to do for the new career growth, means new company. I want
part
to
of
ask
regular training or training, right? I have video in my YouTube which certification you can do in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
I have explained you which path you can follow for cybersecurity.
Okay. Means I want to ask is that the experience based I give the interview and require any global certificates. What?
Experience based also you can do, but cyber, if you certified, this always added advantage. Financially good, you can do certification, but experience based also you can do. Go for.
Okay.
Oh guys, we'll end of the day. We'll connect on Monday. Okay, we'll see you on Monday. Thank you.
Sir, any homework?
Bye.
For prerequisite homework.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Perfect session.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Great session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.